Hello, welcome. Uh, I got about an hour before I gotta give somebody a ride, so I figured I'd get a little streaming in. And yeah, without further ado, let's get back into it. May I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca. These animals can traverse your Cropacha steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to Yoktorol. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack of beasts in a place which ill suits its qualities where it is not needed anyway? Hmm. But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. One sec. When I was small and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. Ah, I see. What are they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. We're really doing this then. So, why was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful, even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good. I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Palu value the act of spreading joy throughout trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go, a fair price for your fair advice. Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Uropacha, then that's what we'll do. The palace crowds were more supportive of her brothers, but what Lamont's peaceful politics do their quite quiet adherences, I see. I feel the change in altitude most keenly. While it may have not the same degree as the Sea of Clouds, the air is decidedly thin here. I could see more buildings down the path. Well, Knock was talking. I wonder what's over that way. This is it, Wuchun Pelo, home of the Pelu Pelu. Look, Lamont should have arrived before us. That's not good. You've come all this way for the right of succession? Oh, this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate, then, that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious, luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery of for our finest lady. That's right. Come, third promise, my well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady. I like the sound of that. All right, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. Uh, what do you, what did we just talk about? Aaronville, when did you, ah, a Shentona from far off Zactorol? Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survive them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third. Promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, of course. My shop door is always open. You were saying something about not being easily charmed. I was just. As I mentioned previously, the Pello people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Woklamut fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us take Aaron Vell's words of caution to heart. I swear, let her out of my sight for one moment. Look, Lamont is lucky to have Aaron Vo. Everyone royally especially needs a friend unafraid to chide them when they need arises. 'Twould seem the Pelu Pelu are most also partial to coffee. All three houses and buildings made to Pelu Pelu size, and mine too, come to think of it. Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Ryle, Alize, and I will speak with the merchants. With Lamont, you and Aaronville might try approaching travelers and passersby. Yo, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. One, two, three. Alright. The Dawn Servant Selector. Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it. Me, I don't mind much. I don't much care who sits the throne so long as they keep Terrell peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. Oh, right. Yes, you were asking about that elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I've heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger Tobley could probably tell you more about it. Speak to Tobley, our head ledger. He'll have the answers you seek. They unlocked flying. 2 days. Alright. Electors. Oh yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne. Personally, I'm rooting for Sorrel Ja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. In the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilience song. Would you care to purchase something? No, no, I would not. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zoro Zhao and or his policies. What a dick. The first promise will come here too, won't he? I'll have him. I'll have to give him a nudge in the right direction. Hello there. I'm Mapaloo. Did you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prize alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close, and our nervous darlings might be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobley, that's the head of rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobley noticing. He notices. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Well, it's back to work for me. I'll catch a scolding if Tobley finds me standing idle. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobley is the man to talk about the contest. Now, if only they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. I like that their aetheryte has like a pink bottom to it. It's interesting. Back already. Uh, this is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Excuse me, is one of these workers Toby? Tobley? Tobley? Oh, yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobley often mentions his favorite pungent subjects. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could? Am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. Heh, so it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Toby a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we might think might be Toby. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great, we can meet back here to share our impressions. Hmm. Well, obviously I'm not Toby. I mean, oops, shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Toby is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Remember, I never actually said there was an elector in what should oh hello. Ah, a visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. Hurry along. I've coats to brush and smelly spit to mop up. The beast regards you with wary eyes and a twitching dark jaw. Backing away slowly may be the wisest course of action. You think I might be Tobley, huh? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. The third promise must demonstrate her worth. It's probably him. I'll sniff out the head ledger in a heartbeat. You'll see. What's your name? Boastful. Well, could be nonchalant. Let's see. Am I Tobley? Yes. Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the right of succession then? Sarcasm. Well, are you not ready to begin the contest? Is that not sarcasm? Is that just him? I see we've both done our interrogations. So, who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. That loud, boastful fellow? I suppose he could be Tobley. Only one way to find out. Nothing would make me happier than knowing your identity. So how about we make a deal and you tell me the truth? I have money. Aha, then I agree to your trade. Done and done. As my part of the bargain, I am not Tobley, not the head ledger, and not the head rancher, just a humble ranch hand. You're not him? Damn it, yo. I trusted you. That coin could have bought me 300 gourmet tacos. No, I can't let this taco tragedy distract me from what matters most. We need to determine which one is Tobley. I guess if he's hiding, The diligent ranch hand. Ah, the worker is so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to tip the mask of our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. We know it's you, Tobley, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobley, head ledger of Watson Puello and head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of Gulu Jaja's chosen electors. In a place featured in the Tuliyola saga, just as we thought, though it took more coin than I would have liked to know for certain. She found out fair and square, Tobley, and I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here. Oh no. Huh. I was impressed with how easily Zoral Ja found Tobli, but also sort of frightened. One sec, I just have to do something real quick. Okay. I've done my duty and assigned the claimants their feet. The rest is up to them. Judging by the volume of work Lamont's scheme, alpaca expectoration must have a nasty odor indeed. I'm content to remain ignorant of the smell. Zoral Ja puts me in the mind of Garlemald's own exalted son. Of the two, though, Cena's was undeniably more arrogant. So this is our sought after elector. I did say remaining calm was key, but the same rules don't apply to wild alpacas. I had to go wash the nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But would you mind taking a sniff for me just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Hey, I saw that look. Yeah, first level up. So, can you still smell it? Be honest. Judging by the volume of what woman scream, okay. As Work Lamont helped demonstrate, the valley alpaca are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They didn't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Convincing converting to gil, that comes around 1 million or so. Mayhap if we all pitch in. No, no, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money, somehow. In that case, that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pal, excuse me, in the hundreds column. Beginning with wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with, or the saddle. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pal into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more. Math is crazy there. We need 10,000 pal, not 1 million, so we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I panicked and got it confused with Alphanel's Million Gill. I'm not sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak. You didn't need more moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Mablu. I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. If it's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat like you asked. As long as Rook Lamont goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle, then. Third promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mob Blue. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mabu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly, although, yo, I think you should go with Woke Lamont. You've seen markets and bazaars the world over, and surely have sage advice to share. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing, but I'll leave the wool with Yo anyway. The better to keep my hands free. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Mablu hasn't given up, I see. Turning 100 pal of wool into a 10,000 pal saddle is exactly the kind of suggestion I'd expect from the head of a merchant clan. I'd worry if it was just Wook Lamont, but it sounds like Mablu knows a thing or two about trading. I have every confidence he'll come back with the saddle. tending the alpacas, are we? I had some experience with that when I was younger. I like how they just made a race out of the children model. Actually, really cool that there's a bunch of races in this place that I don't know. I'm pleased to report that my stall is open for business, though I do not accept per hell or gil. Bicolored gemstones are most welcome. Is it really possible to make 100 times what the wool is worth just through trading? This is the artisan who made our taming saddles. Okay, what time is it? Alright, let me make a quick phone call. Or I just got a text back just in time. Alright, so yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Uh, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching if you're watching the playback or the VOD on Twitch rather than live. And thanks if you're watching live. Either way. Um, yeah, be easy.